to talk about my faith planner today, but mainly what I'm going to talk about is the supplies that I use to decorate it. Because doing a plan with me, I kind of feel like is redundant for this because I'm just putting down boxes, colored boxes in washi tape. So I think I don't feel like I ever really talked about my supplies. I've talked about the planner, but not so much my supplies that I use. So, excuse me. So what I'm going to do, or attempt to do today, is more talk about the supplies that I put in this faith planner that I made. And like I made this cover. But the stickers that I make, the washi tape, how I pick it, how I pick the colors, things like that. So that's going to be my attempt for this video, is more to talk about the supplies that I use for my faith planner. So as you can see, this is all of my supplies that I use to decorate my faith planner each week. So what I actually start with first is the washi tape. What I do is I pick one particular washi tape, and then I try to pull colors out of it. So for example, this one here. This is the washi tape that I picked, and I wanted to pull out the colors, which there's a light purple, orange. This one has a little bit of pink in it, but the main colors that you see are the purple, the light pink, and the orange. So I'll pick that one, and then I have this one, and then this one, again, sticking with the color scheme. Purple one, a light purple one, the orange, and a solid orange one. So I have 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7, and I tend to stick with either 6 to 7 of the colors of washi tape, because of, in the planner, like you'll see, is that I have the header where I put the washi tape over each of the places. So there's, and then for the flags, which I'll show you. So since there's 7 days in the week, that's pretty much why I have 7. So I start first with the washi tape. So hopefully that won't roll away, which it is. Let's kind of put it this way. So there we go. So after I pick what color washi I'm going to use, and whatever the color scheme, I should say. So whatever color scheme I choose, then I go and I make the paper, or pick the paper. So I have, let me grab it. I have a bunch of these paper pads that I got from Michael's, and they are 6 by 6 inches. I think I have 6 of them. However many that Michael's has, I have all of them except for there's one for a travel type theme that I don't have. But what I do is I just flip through it and I pick out the colors that I use. I've had this one for a long time, so there's not a lot of purple in this one. Like this particular one right here, I've used it so many times that I don't have any more of that sheet, and I only have one left of this one. But I like this paper pad because it allows me to cut out the paper. So I like using scrapbook paper. I like using this one because it's small enough that I can cut into it. But this is just an example of the book that I use where I pull the paper out of. So I'll grab one of these books or whatever, however many I need to get the colors I need. So like there's this orange sheet. It didn't come out of this one. So this is, again, it's just an example. But I have this orange sheet. I have this paper. Some of them I've already cut on. So like this one, as you can see, I've been cutting out of it. This one. And this one. And so what I try to do is I try to get 7 different sheets. As you can see, I do not have 7 because, again, I kind of gravitate towards purple a lot for the last year that I've been doing this. So that's why I don't have that many purple. So I went onto the computer and to Google search for images, and I just typed in purple and orange and just pulled some colors, color boxes from the internet and just kind of sized them down to be able to cut out of this to make my thing. So this will take care of the rest of the 5. So actually I think I have extra, but this is another way that you can do this. If you don't have that paper pad, you can just go on the internet onto Google and just do a search for images and find the colors that you want to cut boxes out for. This paper I will talk about in a little bit, but it's a heavier weight paper. It's 28 pounds, I think, that I got from Staples. So that's the paper. So like I said, I pick the washi first. Then I pick out the papers that the colors coordinate with the washi that I choose. And then what I do from there is I lay the washi down and then I cut out the paper. But like I said, this video is going to all be about the supplies that I use. So I'm going to put these off to the side. So to cut the boxes out, I used the Happy Planner weekly box punch is what this called. This light blue one is for the classic, which they kind of made it the same color as the classic paper punch. So the big one of this is that pink color, like the big punch. So I used this to cut out the boxes to fit into the weekly box punch. This helps a lot because before I got this, I just used to use like a card chipboard that I cut out to be the same size, and I used to just trace on the back of the paper and cut it out that way. So this kind of speeds it up for me just a little bit, but it's nice because I don't have to measure. So this is like crucial for me now to use this to cut it out. And to glue it down, I have used all 3 of these. So I've used this glue stick. This one's new. I don't like it. I like the Craft Bond, I think the brand is called. It holds better. So this was on clearance and it's not that good. That's just my opinion. But anyway, I use a glue stick. This is double-sided tape. So I use double-sided tape as well. Have used it. And this is the Xyron sticker maker. And this works because this opening here for the size that goes in there is the exact size, width-wise anyway, for the size of the paper that comes out of this box punch. So I use this. Sometimes I don't use it as much as I probably should because I try to, what's the word I'm looking for? Conserve the paper, because these can be expensive. Can be. They're not necessarily, but I don't use it all the time. But it is an option that you can use to put the paper down. So like I said, you can use a glue stick. You can use the Xyron, or you can use the double-sided tape. And this is, I'll open it. This one's thin. It's a 0.25 inch. So it's a thin one. I mean, you could probably use a big one if you have it. But I guess the point of getting the paper down on the paper is you can use any other ones. If you make your own boxes, like I did with this paper here, I mean, you could just print it out on sticker paper, but it's just to give you ideas of the options. So again, these are what I use to glue the paper down. And then, make room here, I have my scissors, which I need, a pencil, which I will use, and this is the headers that I made. And it's actually, when it's printed out, there's actually 3. I kind of redesigned it so it was an easy cut. So all I have to do is just cut down, and I have this here. This is printed on, I think it's Avery Clear. So Avery sells a clear, full sheet of clear sticker paper, meaning 8.5 by 11 full sheet. And I just printed on that and then cut it out. So that's what I use the scissors for, because I cut it out. I am thinking about buying the Brothers Scan and Print. So that way I can just put this in there and get them cut. But for right now, I just use the scissors and cut them out. So like I said, this I made. And so here are the flags that I used to check off every time I pray. So the pray for, these flags go under the pray for, and every day I'm checking off what I prayed for. So that's one reason why I grabbed 7 different washies, because of the fact of these. Sometimes I'll only grab 6 if I have like a washi. Like this one's pretty thick, so I could probably fit like 2 of them, kinda. But I can fit 2 of them on one. So, and the same goes for, just this one. I have some that are thicker. But, so that's why sometimes I might only pick 6, because I know I can put 2 of the check boxes on the washi. So that's kind of what I do. So that's what these are. So I have this. And then this is my journal page that I created on the computer. So you can see all of my cut lines, which my printer's starting to print them crooked, because I can see that that's crooked. Yeah, that is super crooked. Oh well. I create this in Google Draw. I do everything in Google. Same with this. I created this in Google Draw. A while back, someone had asked me about doing a video of making myself on the computer. I still haven't figured that out yet, of how to like record on my computer, because I don't have a Windows or a Mac machine. I use a Chromebook version, sort of, but yeah, I have a Chromebook that I use, so I do everything in Google. But this is a paper, so this paper that I use for my journal sheet is 28 pounds. I thought about getting the 32 pound, but it was just a little too heavy. I'm not saying that right. Yes, I am. 28 pounds. Yeah, it's 28 pounds. So it's as close to the thickness of the paper in the Happy Planner as you're gonna get, because the Happy Planner paper, the paper that they print on, is a little bit heavier than 28 pounds and a little less than 32 pounds. And I'm a little bit of a weird person when it comes to that, because I grew up in a print shop. My dad was a printer, so I kind of know that stuff, and I can tell by feeling it. I used to print this on 60-pound cardstock, so it was a little bit thicker. It wasn't bad, but I like this better, I think. There's not really too much of a big difference for me for writing between the cardstock and this, but Staples does sell a ream, which is 500 sheets of 28 pound and 32 pound. So if you're someone who prints out your own pages for your Happy Planner, I would, like, for anything, whether you're adding in something, doesn't matter, I would suggest either getting the 28 pound or the 32 pound to put in there, because it'll just mimic the pages that are already in the Happy Planner. So again, these are the supplies that I use. And like I said, I wanted to do this video just to focus more, have more of the video focus on the supplies that I use, not so much on showing you, like doing a traditional plan with me, because I really am just putting down boxes and washi tape. So it's going to be the same every week. So that's why I don't do a plan with me every week, because it's really just, all you're doing is just looking at what color scheme I picked, which this week is going to be orange. Let me clear out some of this stuff so I can show you what, oh, sorry, I almost forgot. And the stickers that I use. So I got the Faith sticker book from Happy Planner. This I did because I saw everyone making the sticker books with the with using the Happy Planner punch and the rings. But when I had decided to do this, I didn't have that punch, so I didn't buy it. So I just cut out some paper, and I had bought a small three hole punch and put it in that way. So this is another option actually you can do if you don't have the planner punch, or you just don't want to do it. But you can use the small binders, the small 3-hole punch binders. The 3-hole puncher to fit this is actually cheaper. It's not that expensive. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I got it off of Amazon. But I put them all in here. So this is the, it's a combo of the regular classic size sticker book and the mini sticker book. So I just kind of put them all together. I was trying to match them up for the most part. But as you can see, it's getting whittled down because I use it to decorate my pages. But mainly what I use the sticker book for is I only put one sticker on the weekly layout for my faith planner, and I use more of the stickers for the journal page. And so I'm starting to lose, I use a lot of the quotes. So, it's definitely, I've used this. I've been using this for almost a year. So I'm starting to run out of some faith-based quotes. But, what I do is I pick, whatever kind of color quote that I feel that goes with this color scheme that I chose. So, but that's what this is, and I think looking through this is going to be a little hard to find some orange and purple. I think, we'll figure it out. But yeah, so this I mainly use. I'm thinking that probably once I start finding myself not finding as many quotes as I want, I probably will go get another one. But so I use, really just for the faith planner, I really just use the faith sticker book. And so that's that. And I'm going to kind of clean up and get organized so I can flip through my faith planner for what I did last week. So, I shouldn't have said, I said last week. I really meant this week. Because it's Friday. I'm recording this on a Friday. So, this was this week's. So I went with a pink and gray theme. And as you see, I try to also use the pens to match if I can. But that was this week. This was last week. And again, I think with this one, I used this washi tape down here. I picked that one and then pulled the colors from that one. So, and then this is last week. Again, I think I either used this one. I used this one, washi, to pull the colors from. And then this is where I put the sticker. So I put a sticker here, and here, and here. So, as you can see, they try to go with the theme. And then the journal page, which again, this is where I use the stickers and more scrapbooking paper. Down here is becoming kind of my little signature thing where I put a big sheet of scrapbook paper, so I fill up that box, and then I put like layers of washi tape on, and then put a sticker on top. And then on the back, again, just either a design. Sometimes I always put a sticker in here, sometimes I don't. And then sticker there. I try not to get too crazy on the journal page with adding a lot of stickers because I am writing, so I don't want to take up space. So same with here. So I try to do like one on each side and not get a little bit crazy with decorating it with too much because, again, I don't want to take away space. So as you can see, that's what I did for that week. And so what else? But yeah, so that's kind of like what it ultimately will look like. So I'm going to do this week here, which I think is the last week for June for this one. Nope, still got one more. So I'm going to do this week. I'm going to decorate this one. And here is my completed faith journal. So this is what it looks like when it's done. So after I lay down the washi tape, the boxes, the flags, and decorate the journal page, this is the final outcome. So I used the sticker here in the corner. I should use a Sharpie. That was one of the supplies that I forgot to mention, that I do use a Sharpie marker. I use a ultra fine point to trace out the numbers and then just color them in. And but this is the completed page, and this is what it looks like. So for the week, the journal page, which, you know, I use washi tape to decorate it. The front and the back, I have a classic punch that I punch the paper to put it in here. But like I said in the beginning, this video, I really want it to be more of a focus on the supplies that I use. So the washi tape, the box punch. This time I used the Xyron sticker maker, the cut paper, so the scrapbook paper, now that has been cut. And that is what I use, and the scissors and a pencil. The pencil I really just use to trace out right on the back to cut this paper out. And but that's what I use. So that's the supplies. So the supplies that I use, and this is the outcome after the supplies that I'm using. So I hope that this video is at least helpful to know how I create the faith journal each week, because like I said, I don't do the plan with me because it really is just a change in color scheme. Everything else stays the same. There's not really too much that for me warrants me to tape it every week, because it's just, you're just going to be looking at the color scheme. So I figured one of the things that I will try to do better about is just kind of do a month review, so I can flip through my faith journal so you can see what color scheme I use for the month. But that's about it, because it really is just a lot of me cutting. So I really don't think you want to watch an entire 40-minute video of me cutting paper and stuff. So I don't know, that's just me. But I hope, again, that this video was helpful in at least understanding the supplies that I use to make the faith journal. And just kind of a side note, this has been extremely a blessing, I guess is the best way to say it. This has been a blessing on my life, in the fact of being able to have that time of memorizing a verse, having the time to pray, reflecting on things that have spoken to me in so many different ways. Based because of my job, really, I'm not able to go to church on Sunday. So this has helped me kind of still stay in the Word, even though I'm not physically going to a church. And making a point to pull out a thought or a sentence out of the devotional helps it stay with me longer. And I feel like doing that also speaks to me. So this is something that I enjoy doing. It is something that I feel like it is a tremendous blessing. And it helps, like, I can go back and read stuff, and, you know, it just, I feel like it helps me for where I am right now. It has been a complete and total blessing. So I still have those little things from the sticker maker, all the residue. But anyway, so I really hope that this video helped you to know what I use to create this. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching.